Hello everyone, welcome to our quick NoX demo. I am Sev and I am so excited that I get to share with you how you can clean your home with just a cloth and water. So this is what we're doing right now. I'm gonna let you all pop on. As you're joining, please say hello. Let us know how you know the host, how you know each other. Don't hesitate to comment. Tell me if you're already familiar with NoX or if you have no idea, if you're a newbie, if you're waiting for your samples, if you already have your samples. I really want to hear from you. Now, so I'm Sev Howell, and let me just tell you first that I actually pre-recorded this video, but this is still a live event because I am still live with you in the comments right now. Waiting to answer your questions and interact with you. I do this because it helps with my internet connection, for one thing. And the second reason is because people really seem to like that I keep my demos short, but I still answer your questions live in the comments. So, but I don't go through rabbit trails as I'm talking. So this is why I'm doing this, and it seems to have worked really, really well. So please, any questions you have, just comment below, say hi, tell me where you're from, how familiar with your NoX and all of this. So let me tell you a teeny bit about myself. I am French. I've been in the US for 16 years. I live in Tennessee, and I have used and sold NoX for 8 years, and it's totally changed my life. I went to a party. I had no idea what it was. I was cleaning with these all over the house, or sprays, or floor things, or paper towels, and I was blown away that I could clean with a NoX cloth and water, and that's it, and it worked, right? So I was like, I want everything. I was able to get a package. NoX has packages, and I'm all about saving money by getting packages. And then I hosted a party to get the rest of my wish list free. And then a few months later, when I had my party, I had so much free stuff that I was so excited, and I decided to join as a consultant because even though I'm not a salesperson, I thought, you know what, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I didn't at the time, but I do now. I now homeschool 3 kids, but at the time I was just a stay-at-home mom. And I was like, you know what, I can't sell a thing, but surely I can show people a great, safer, cheaper, faster way to clean, and just offer them the opportunity to learn how they can, remove toxic chemicals from their home and then clean with a cloth and water and protect their family. And that's what I've done for 8 years, and it's been amazing. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, I want so much stuff, just host a party, okay? It is free, it is fun, and it will help our sweet host today. So this is why I have these fun gift bags. If you're like, okay, never mind, I want to host a party, I've got too much stuff on my list, just pick one of the first 3 colors. You write book me in pink or book me in green, and just write it down below. And then after this, I'll show you what's in your bag. The first 3 bags are for you guys, future hosts. This orange bigger bag is for our sweet host. So basically, if all 3 bags get taken, meaning 3 of you said, okay, I will host a party, then she will get that orange bag, which is one of the items from her wish list, because I asked her ahead of time what she might have on her wish list, and that's what I've put in there. So that way it's fun for you and it's fun for her as well. So just, if at some point during the demo, or if you're watching the replay later, or anytime this party is open, you're like, I want to host a party, just comment below here, book me in whatever blue, green, pink that you want, and then we'll get ready for have a fun party. Now, if your interest is more forget free, I want income, how is that working? Just let me know. I'm not gonna harass anybody. I don't have time. I just want to serve people. This business has changed our life. Financially, we're debt free. We have a lot more financial freedom. I have had so much personal growth, made amazing friends. And of course, I get a great discount on the product that I use all the time and I need to clean my home. So if that's something that you're interested in, or if you think that someone might be interested in, just let me know. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I know people who work full-time, having as a NoX, as a side gig, part-time, maybe you're retired, all of that would still work. You can still, as little or as much as you want, share these products with people. All right, so if you're just popping on, please say hello. I want to know that you're on here, okay? Again, I'm Sev Howell, And I thank you for joining so I can show you how you can clean your home with water. Now, let's talk about why we need Norwex, okay? So there's actually two ways to clean right now, mainly two ways. Chemical cleaning is one, that would be using a chemical, right? And mechanical cleaning would be the second one, which is using a Norwex cloth like this one and water, and it actually cleans mechanically, like it actually removes the bacteria and everything from your surface. So let's talk about this for 30 seconds. Chemical cleaning kills. See, this is what's advertised on here. I'm just using this as an example, just that's what I had left over that I kept. The brand doesn't matter. I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm just trying to explain the concept of chemical cleaning here. So this is what it's advertising, and it's really appealing that it would kill almost 100% of all bacteria and viruses, right? But like I was showing, was it yesterday? Who saw all the statistics, you know, like babies are born with like up to 200 different toxin chemicals in their cord bloods, or the cancer rate that's gone just bunker in the last 100 years. I mean, I was actually asking you guys to select what was the most compelling to you. They're all so sad. I think the one that hit me the most was the fact that a stay-at-home mom like me is more likely, I think twice as much, half as much more likely to end up with cancer. Why? Because I'm in my home all the time, right? This is where I live. I raise my kids here. I actually work here because I work from home with my Norwex business. And because I'm home, and if I'm surrounded by these, my home is actually not the safest place I can be, because I'm always likely to touch these chemicals residue, ingest them, inhale. Same for my kids, same for my pets, right? So that's why all these ingredients right here aren't great. But the main problem about using chemicals is that we are not reading the instructions. So raise your hand virtually. Just go ahead and tell us, have you ever read the instructions on the back of these? Occasionally I have someone that says yes. I had no clue. I never even looked back there. So did you know that, for instance, in products like these, the surface has to remain wet for 4 minutes in order to disinfect? Who knew that? I'm going to put my hand behind my back because I had absolutely no clue. I had never read this. So basically, in order to get to this result, 99.9% of bacteria and viruses killed, you will need to use however many of these wipes for 4 minutes to ensure that the surface stays wet for 4 minutes. And then it says, rinse food contact surfaces with clean potable water after disinfecting. So in other words, even though we're not actually leaving, the surface wet for 4 minutes, because who does this for 4 minutes? We still kill some bacteria and some viruses. We're not getting this result, right? And the toilet video is actually, that's what showed it. Like, who watched the toilet video? Who saw how I clean half my toilet seat with one of these, the other half with Norwex and water, and then the result? Wasn't that mind-blowing? If you have not seen that yet, it was my toilet. I did this a little while ago and I was shocked because, again, I had used these for years on my kids' hands, in their high chairs, in every surface we had in here, and I just didn't know. So we're not getting this result because we're not following these instructions. But what happens is we're also not rinsing a food contact surface with potable water, because we do end up, see, this is my kitchen island countertop here. I would still end up with dead bacteria and viruses right here, plus the live one that never got killed. And then they're still there. And I'm supposed to rinse the surface before I put the next food on there, the next things that I'm gonna put in my mouth, my family's mouth. And so I'm not doing that either. So this is the problem of all those residues and all those dead bacteria and viruses that are left on our surfaces, because we're not really following the instructions, we're not using the product properly. So the best thing to do is to clean mechanically, because it is so simple that there's no really instructions like this to follow. So with second way to clean, Norwex and water, it's mechanical cleaning. So this cloth and water alone, it's not wet yet, but I'll wet it in a minute, will actually pick up everything from my surface. So instead of killing the bacteria that are on the surface, I'm picking them up. How? With teeny tiny fibers. Okay, so let's talk about why Norwex microfiber is so different. All right, so I'm going to show you top 5 products. Just try to do this really fast. I know some of you may already be familiar with Noex, so I'm going to talk about 2 or 3 other products that I thought would be a good value for those who are already seasoned Noex users. And don't forget to tell us any product that I'm talking about, if you already have it. Anyone else that's a newbie in here, they would love to hear an honest, genuine, real life person testimony. That's not from me. I mean, I'm still a genuine user, but I'm also trying to sell something. So I would love to hear testimonies from other people to tell us, oh, I have this and I use it there, and oh, I bought this last month, or whatever, you know. So the first cloth in our Safe Haven 5 is the EnviroCloth. So like everything, this is your everything cloth. So who has an EnviroCloth? Okay, most likely it's the cloth everybody has, because that's your everything cloth you can clean everywhere. So this is one of the Noex cloth. Okay, what's the difference between this microfiber and one you'd find at the store? And that's when I wish we could be in person, because I would want you to touch this and also maybe touch one from the store, and you would see the difference in quality. In order to be called microfibers, the fibers in the cloth have to be 1/6 the size of a hair. That's pretty small, 1/6 the size, so 6 times smaller than the hair on your hair, just one hair. So go ahead and grab one hair. No one can see you, except maybe your husband is going to wonder what you're doing. But just picture that, that's pretty small. That is pretty small. The fibers in our Noex cloth are 1/200th the size of a hair. So much finer. So 200 times smaller than that one single hair I'm holding, right? The one single hair you're holding of your hair. So this is much higher quality microfibers. So this will not pick at your fingers. You know that winter dryness that we all have, and then we touch a microfiber and it just makes us cringe. Not gonna have that here, okay? Very high quality microfiber. But the fact that those fibers are so small, that's how they are able, with just water, to mechanically pick up everything from the surface. 99% of bacteria will be just picked up and gone. So what I love about it, and what's the residue left behind? Just water. It is just water. So it's okay if now, you know, I'm cleaning this part right here that had some dirt, food, whatever, with my Noex and water. What's left? My pet could lick this right now, and it's clean because the only thing that's left is water behind, right? So what happens to the cloth once, you know, because now you have bacteria in here? What typically happens to bacteria in a cloth? Anybody? Take a wild guess. Happens around the sink a lot. They grow. Bacteria grow, multiply, and then it smells. That's why we have those sponges. I had that, you know, the yellow and green sponge. It was nasty. I just could not stand it anymore. Even my husband, who is not too worried about, you know, cleaning that often, he could not stand that sponge. And when I came back from that first Noex party and I showed him the alternative that Noex has for a sponge, and I will talk about that at the end here, he was like, sold. I'm in for that one for sure. I don't know what else is going on with Noex, but this is definitely going to be a winner. So the cloth will not stink because there is silver embedded in this cloth. So for those of you who may already have the cloth, did you know that when you look right here above the word Noex, it says backlock? I don't know if you can see that right there. It's the kind of the term that Noex uses for bacteria lock, like locking the bacteria. It means there's silver in the cloth you're holding. Why silver? Anybody knows what silver is good for? Any guesses? I'm asking because I had no clue. I really didn't know. But if you're a nurse, or if you work in a doctor's office, if you're a doctor, if you work in a pharmacy, in a hospital, you probably know that silver is antibacterial. So it's going to keep bacteria from growing. So I like to call the silver your bacteria birth control for the cloth, because it keeps bacteria from making more. It keeps bacteria from having more babies, and then they proliferate everywhere, and next thing you know, your cloth really starts to smell. So your cloth actually purifies itself. Okay, so in addition to showing those 5 products, I should probably mention too that I did talk about the mop this afternoon, so I want to make sure you guys saw that. Who saw the mop video from this afternoon? And it's me mopping my bedroom floor, so it's really not anything professional or anything, but it will get to the point. So when you get the mop, you get 2 pads, blue pad, yellow pad. Who has the mop? Please tell us how you like your mop, why. I mean, this is the product that has changed our life. No buckets, no diluting anything, no having 5 different cleaners because I have, you know, 5 or 6 different floors. You have one mop, these 2 pads for the entire house, no matter what floors you have. Tile, vinyl, laminate, hardwood, stone, marble, it doesn't matter. I even do my, well, we don't live there anymore, but I did my wooden patio with this. It's amazing in the spring to clean all the winter gunk that had accumulated. That is mind-blowing. If you want to see that, I have a video because I was like, whoa. But so dry pad, wet pad, just make sure you go check it out because it is incredible. So I won't show this today just for the sake of time, but I did show that. All right, so let's wet our EnviroCloth. So this is my EnviroCloth that I'm cleaning with. This is the one I have in my kitchen. So there's the Enviro. You just need water, just a little water to make the cloth just damp. Okay, it doesn't need to be, you wet it all around. And then once you do that, then you wring it out, okay? So it's just kind of wet all around, but it's not, I missed the spot. It's not, you know, just dripping, right? So always use your cloth damp. When you use it damp, you're actually cleaning. Let me get back to my right thing here. All right, and so we're going to clean raw chicken. The reason I choose raw chicken is because it's the best way to test the cloth by cleaning some like protein. And if you look at the size of protein and viruses and bacteria, then protein is actually the smallest of the 3, like in size, you know, like with the atom and all that tiny stuff. So now I've put a little raw chicken juice on here. So if we know that we can remove protein with our Noex cloth, then we can remove anything that's bigger. So that's bacteria, viruses, and everything. So you may, if you've watched the toilet video, you've seen these. These are not Noex. This is a protein swabs. In fact, if you want to buy some, just let me know. I mean, if you want to, you'd have to buy 100 from the company because they only sell them in those big boxes. But this is to test for protein residue on surfaces. So the FDA health department will typically use something like this. So they're called ProClean by Hygienia. But what we want to look at right here is the results. So if the color down here turns green, that means there's no protein. If it's gray, pink, or purple, watch out. That means their levels of proteins have been detected. So since I have 2, I like to kind of get a feel for, I want to show you how well they work. You know, how quickly it'll turn the pink or the purple. So it's pretty much immediate if you look at the bottom. So there was a liquid up there that we dropped down there and it's in contact with that swab and it detected that the swab had protein on it, okay? So if you watch the toilet video, this is what I was using because there is protein in urine and fecal matter. Who knew? All right, now let's clean. So when you use your Noex cloth, remember you're cleaning mechanically, so just use a flat surface. Just fold it in 4th like this, okay? Let's use the tag side to clean the raw chicken just for the sake of remembering what side we were on because all the other sides are, otherwise they're identical. So nice and flat, you're cleaning mechanically, so you need these little tiny fibers to be in contact with the surface. If you're going to scrunch your cloth and clean, see, you're not having as much contact surface. So just always nice and flat, okay? So we have the tag side right here. So we remember that's the side the chicken was cleaned with. So there it is. Don't need to put a lot of pressure, just keep it in contact. So this was the before. Let's now use the second swab and then test to see what we have. Anybody who has the EnviroCloth, tell us if you've seen this demo before, but just be ready. So this is before, this is after. What? How crazy! What do y'all think? I want everybody to comment. Do you think it's a hoax? Do you think it's amazing? Do you think it's like, I'm totally confused, what's going on? So totally purple before because there's a lot of protein, and now we're nice, crisp, clean up there. There's no more chicken juice on here. That's where the protein's at. Where'd it go? It's right here. It is in this side of the cloth, right? Because this is not a magic show. It has not suddenly disappeared. It is right here. So let's pretend we're going to use this side again because the chicken has actually been grabbed and put into those. There's about 10 million feet of fibers in that one cloth. So there's a lot of nooks and crannies for all that juice to get in there and get trapped. And so it's not actually sitting at the surface. And so I'll show you. I'm gonna use that again. And let's see, we clean my countertop right here. So we're still with that tag side where the chicken's on. Well, in, I should say. And so let's test these surfaces again. Board, countertop, and let's go ahead and test this side of the cloth because we want to make sure it's not just sitting there at the surface, right? Because the juice has been trapped. So before, after, still green. How crazy is that? Now, what's your thinking now? I know what you're thinking. What you're thinking is, I should say, this scrub doesn't work, right? Is it always green? What's the matter with this scrub? It should have turned purple. No, it is supposed to be green. Now I have dumped it right here in the, I can't say, in this chicken juice, just to be able to show you that indeed it does work. See, they both turn purple when they run into the chicken, so it works. And so wait for it. Some of you may go like, is she gonna do it? Is she not gonna do it? Yes, I can totally lick this if I want to because the only thing that's on here is water. All right, so this is actually my cutting board. So I'm gonna remove the my saliva from it now. But this is my cutting board. I keep mine right here. We've got different sizes. This is a great kitchen product, by the way, if you need an extra to replace your cutting board. This is the largest side. And you don't want to have plastic or wood and cut, you know, this doesn't have any knife marks. This one's fairly recent. Let me find you another one that I've had for a longer time. Yeah, you can use this one. You can see that I've used this one more, but it doesn't do any knife marks. There is no crevices in here for juice or anything nasty to get in there. I can't clean it. It's made from rice husks. It's amazing. It will stay on your countertop without moving like this. It will really stay on here. The juice will be collected. I mean, it is a great cutting board. That's all we use now, and I love all three of the sizes. I use them weekly. All right, just in case you were wondering about the cutting board or you already had the main products, there's another product for you that maybe you hadn't discovered yet. All right, so let's talk about number 2, the window cloth. Remember, if you're blown away and you have not picked a bag yet, there they are, right? Book me blue, green, pink. And then if you want to host a party and benefit or sweet host today, and then I will reveal what those three of my favorites, the one that you pick after this demo, what you've earned at your party as a thank you from me for hosting. So number 2 is the window cloth. Who has a window cloth? So the window cloth is really silky, okay? Let us know if you have a window cloth. I want to hear from you. Where do you use it most? It is really, really silky. This is your streak-free shine cloth. So the Enviro cloth and the window cloth are like best friend. Clean, polish, clean, polish. So I'm going to clean with my damp Enviro cloth first, and then I'm going to polish with my window cloth. So let me show you. I'm going to go right here to my fridge. And it's actually not that dirty because we had people over last night, so I actually had cleaned it, but I'm gonna make it dirty by putting a little butter on there. And, a lot of butter. Let me put these in there. There we go. So what would you do with that, right? It's greasy, it smears, dog slobber, little kids' handprints, stuffed up after cooking. It's greasy, it just gets everywhere, and you need something to actually remove that instead of mixing it up. So if you use paper towels, window cleaner, maybe if it's not on your fridge, maybe I would have grabbed these if this was on the table. I don't know what I used to do. I can't remember. But it was miserable. And then you have streaks on your windows, your mirrors, your appliances, your stovetop, your what am I trying to say? The storm door, anything shiny, your windshield. So this was the chicken side. Remember the side where the tag is. Oh, if you like, I can't use that same side. You can go to the next side here. You can even flip inside out, and now you have 2 sides that have not touched the chicken yet. So instead of drowning this in chemicals, pick it up with your Norwex cloth, so with your Enviro cloth. So that is quite a bit of butter. You can see all that white right here. All my fingers are, butter marks. But look, so this is still the butter. Do you hear how we have actually removed it? Not mixed it up, not try to dissolve it. We just picked it up. That's the secret of Noex, is you are removing the grime and the germs and the chemical residue too, if you have some from before, and the bacteria, and you are actually leaving your surfaces clean. Now, this is an example where that's a lot of butter. I'm going to flip over and finish with this side because that was a lot. And I don't want to just smear butter from the surface of my cloth right now. Because I can, I'm the consultant. It's pretty cool that you get to be paid by cleaning your own house while you do a demo. And then if you ever do a home demo, you get to clean the host's house, and it's a treat for her. So this is a great job. All right, so now what do we have? We have a clean fridge. See all that, you know, that's squeaky clean, but it's wet, right? So that's when I get my window cloth. This is the step 2 of our 2-step, best friends here. This one's completely dry. It's not wet at all because it's basically drying the spots, the water. It's absorbing the water. I think I have some on this side here. And look at the streaks. Do you see the streaks disappear? I'm trying to put it in the light for you guys. Look at the streaks on here. They're just vanishing in front of your eyes. Do you see that? Do you see how they've just gone away? And look at this. Look at this fridge. It is shiny as can be. It had butter on it 10 seconds ago. And so you're probably thinking all of the places that you can use this EnviroCloth and window cloth combo, right? You're right. And all the money that you're about to save, because you don't have to, I already did that. I went into autopilot here. So all the money that you're about to save just by using a couple of cloth, EnviroCloth, window cloth, clean, polish. No more paper towels, no more window cleaners, no more antibacterial wipes, no more all-purpose 4-9s, all of that, all those bleachy products. No more sprays, window cleaner, none of that. Just need 2 cloth. It's safe, your kids can do it, it's so easy, they can do it also. It is cheaper because you're gonna have these cloths for years. I'm about to show you how you care for them and make sure you have them for 6, 8, 9 years. And it will be great on your wallet. In fact, paper towels was, I'm gonna do a little segue here because I actually showed you these countercloth in a post yesterday, I believe. And I was asking you, what would you put the savings toward? This is a perfect replacement for paper towels. It's exactly the size. And it actually comes in that little house if you want to, or you can just get 3, and they don't have to all be this color. I'm just in a gray mode right now. They come in blue, purple, all kinds of stuff. But in this one we were using earlier today, so it's just drying over there, or there's a tag if you want to let it dry somewhere and hang it. But this is our quick napkin. Anything I would use a paper towel for, I can now grab that. And I went from, I can't remember how many rolls I used in a month, but it was definitely over 6. Let's say 6 rolls a month, let's say. To now, I don't even use paper towels anymore, but if I have a roll somewhere in the house, it's 1, and we've had it for a couple years, a year maybe. So if you're like, okay, I have pet messes to clean, I don't think I can use a cloth that I would reuse, it's okay. Use a regular paper towels, but just use it just for that, and the rest use your counter cloth or your EnviroCloth or anything Noex, but you would have reduced single-use paper products or plastic or chemical products. And that's what Noex is about. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to go from chemicals everywhere to Noex everywhere. No, just every little change will help your family save money, save time, and be healthier, because you're just slowly removing. And if you're like, I still need to bleach this one place in my house, it's okay, because it's just one place instead of 10 that you used to bleach before, right? So just that progression is what we're all about at Noex, is to help people understand that, hey, you can also use Noex for so many different jobs, just Noex and water. All right, so 2, 3, let's talk about the dust mitt. Who has the Noex dust mitt? Anybody? So when you use the dust mitt, you actually use it dry, and it has a really thick weave. And when you use Noex dry, it has a static charge that attracts the dust, the hair, the debris. So it actually dusts. It grabs it off furniture, air return vents, dashboards, blinds, electronics, I mean, you name it. Just put it on. I usually rub it on itself. Do you do that? Those of you who already have the mitt, do you do that? Why do I do that? To activate the static, right? Or throw it in the dryer for like 30 seconds. When it's dry, when you dry something in the dryer and it's already dry, that's when you get a lot of static, which I know we don't want, but in this case, we do want it. And just go to town and touch everything. You will find that you don't have to dust as often because one, it attracts the dust. It doesn't just move it around. And two, it does not leave a residue because we're not using any dusting spray here. It doesn't leave any residue, which will attract the dust quicker afterwards. So now you're dusting less often. The little hack, get a second dust mitt and become a dusting ninja. Put one on each hand and then just go, right? And so if you don't have any and you want to, get one at this party, host your own party to get one free. In fact, there's always a dust mitt in a really fun color. I think this month it's red. This was a previous one. This was September. It will be red like Christmas. And so I'm so excited. So you, as a host, when you host a party, so you will help our current host here get her dust mitt in red. But when you host your own party, you also get to get special Enviro cloth, a special window cloth, the dust mitt, with the bookings at your party, and then even that optic scarf. Anybody has the optic scarf? Phone, glasses, lenses of any kind, iPads, amazing. And you hook it to a purse or a bag so you never lose it. So I love that. Okay, so let's move on to 4. It's the cleaning paste. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought we were talking about cloths and water. True. Can a cloth and water tackle the grime in my oven that's been there 20 years? Probably not. Probably not. So sometimes you're gonna need, this is called elbow grease in a jar, and that's exactly what you need. And if you don't have that cleaning paste, you've been working way too hard in your home. So who has the cleaning paste? Please comment below, tell us how long you've had it, because this guy is gonna last forever. When you get it, it comes completely full, and it's typically lasting anywhere between 6 and 8 years. Obviously, it depends on your use. This is years and years of doing parties and removing Sharpie, which is what I'm about to show you how it works on here. But stovetop. So let's see what it's made of. So it's made from chalk, marble flour, coconut oil, and natural soap. So it's like a stony thing. It is not toxic. So my kids use this, okay? We homeschool. There's always a whiteboard somewhere that needs cleaning. If you are a teacher or you know someone who is in their classroom, this is a great addition to the classroom, and it is safe for the students in the classroom, but it will get that whiteboard white. So I use mine on my stovetop, oven, grill, patio furniture, shoes. After you mow the grass and they're all nasty, or someone's on the playground and they turn brown. I've done my car headlights recently. All the rust, tarnish, shower, like, what do you call it? Soap scum and hard water and all of that. So yes, you've figured it out. This is for your entire house. That's why you really just need the one, okay? So I'm gonna show you, just for the sake of what I'm able to demo here, I am putting a little permanent marker right here on a piece of, this is flooring, right? Any sample of flooring I got. And this is actually also good on the skin in case someone comes to you, look, mommy, or look, grandma, I drew a mustache, and you're like, ah! So I never actually had to remove Sharpie, and I have 3 kids. That's quite the accomplishment. We did do crayons. We did do crayons on painted walls, and we got it all off with this and an Enviro cloth. So it was unbelievable. Okay, so a little bit goes a long way. That's why you're gonna have this for years. But what I like most about the paste is that it can replace so many single-use products. So see, there is our Sharpie being removed here. So you can actually, instead of having, oh, I have something for my stovetop, oh, I have something for this, for rust, oh, I have something for the car, or instead you have your cleaning paste for your entire house, right? So it is unbelievable. And so yeah, you can remove Sharpie from your floors, from skin, from walls, from doors, nail polish, those crayons and markers and all of that. I think I removed pen too. Pen is a little tricky, but I did recently. So just really like this. So I'm so thankful it's in that Safe Haven 5 with the EnviroCloth, the window cloth, and the dust mitt, because it is an essential. I really like it. All right, let's finish with how to care for the cloth, and then I'll show you a catalog and a couple of other products that I know some of you might enjoy, because maybe you already have all of these that I'm talking about here. So how do we care for the cloth? So let me see. This is my EnviroCloth. This is the one I've used to clean the last little bit. So it has butter on here. It has permanent marker. It has raw chicken somewhere. So what do I do with this? Go to the sink and rinse it. So rinse by rubbing. So you'd go to a water source, turn the water on, and rinse. And when you rub it under the faucet with water running on it, everything that's on the surface just gets washed down the drain. Food, hair, debris, whatever. What's inside the fibers? Well, that's exactly what the silver is for. So even if there is raw chicken juice in there, if there's butter trapped in there, it doesn't matter, because that's what the silver is good for. So once I rinse my cloth, I wring it out, I hang it to dry. Just all of our pads, all of our cloths, like even the wet pad, they all have that tag. One, it tells you what it is. That's helpful. But it also lets you hang it. So even the dust mitt. So you can hang everything behind a door, out of sight. Your guests don't have to see it, but while your wet ones that you've used while they dry, the silver purifies the cloth. So once I rinse this, I'm gonna rinse it, I'm gonna hang it behind my pantry door there, and I'm gonna grab it tomorrow, and it will not stink anything, right? Thanks to the silver. So once a week or every other week, launder your cloths, all right? In warm water, hot water, great. Lint-free loads is best, so no fleece blankets or fluffy, winter socks. No fabric softener, no dry sheets, no bleach. Bleach destroys fibers, and dry sheets and fabric softener just will coat. Remember how you're cleaning. You're cleaning mechanically. These little fibers is what it's gold. It's the gold of your cloth. That's what's going to pick up that 99% of bacteria. If you start coating them with all the gunk ingredients that will come in all those dryer sheets and those fabric softeners, then over time you're going to have an invisible layer that will put a barrier between your fibers and what you're trying to clean. This, when you rinse it, well, you hang it to dry, you wash it about once a week in one of our detergents. I'm about to talk about them. They can last up to 500 washes, which I did the math is of over 9 years, right? So you can have these for a long time. So what about detergent? So we have a liquid or a powder. We even have those little Eco Wash strip. Those are newer, so maybe some of you might not have seen those before, but they tear apart really easily, and they completely 100% biodegradable, and they dissolve in water. If you hold them with wet fingers, they'll dissolve. It's just as powerful dissolving that they do. So if you start washing your cloth in store-bought detergent, yes, even the free and clear, this is what you're going to put in your cloth. So this is a liquid detergent, and obviously it has dyes and fragrance, but look also, do you see the cloud that is like rotating in there? It's animal fat. In animal fat, it's fillers, and those are in just about all the detergents, unless you make your own. Typically you will find that in there. There will also be sulfates, phosphates, chlorine, optical brighteners. None of that is great for your cloth. When you wash your clothes in those detergents, they get on your clothes. They make your clothes dingy and worn faster, and that kind of creates the need for fabric softener. When I switched, so I had a party, I got the detergent, I started washing my clothes in it, but then I thought, what if I wash my sheets and my clothes and everything? And I did, and I realized that I didn't really need fabric softener anymore, because these detergents don't have all the fillers. So look in the powder. So look at all those little debris there. Do you see all that stuff falling? See all of those guys right there? That right there will get in your clothes. See all those fillers? They will not mix with water. It is not soap. It's all those fillers. Sawdust, bones, and shattered glass is typically what these come from. So I know it's really, really weird, and you're like, who would do this? But it's just all those added ingredients, and that is why you need a rather large amount of these to put in a load. You know, I think it's that big capful, if I remember what I used to do. So this is the Noex detergent. No, it's not moonshine and it's not water, but look at that. You could see how many fingers I've got back here. How many fingers do I have? Yeah, it was 2. So it's this one mixed with water. So our detergent have no fillers, no artificial fragrances or dyes. Now your clothes will smell like clean. It will. No sulfates, no phosphates, no chlorine, no optical brighteners. Therefore, they are very economical because you really only need a small amount. You know, anything that's concentrated, you use less, it lasts longer, right? So this liquid detergent actually has 235 high efficiency loads in that bottle. I know it sounds crazy, but it does. This actually has enzymes in it. A few of our other products, like not the paste, but like other products for like hot water and stuff, they are enzyme based, and that makes them extremely efficient with no toxicity whatsoever, because enzymes are very, very efficient, natural way to tackle stains, odors, grime, and all of that. The powder, I like it because this actually, all of these are great on stains, but this powder, I mix a teaspoon in a cup of water, and I make a little spray bottle like this, and this is my stain remover. My couches are the way they are still because I have this from the popsicle juice and the poop and the pee and the vomit and the blood and the grape juice and the applesauce and all of the drink stuff on the carpet and on the furniture, because I have my Ultra Power Plus little spray bottle right here. I can spray and then scrub with an EnviroCloth and get that stain out. But obviously as a laundry detergent, it's amazing. So whether you're a liquid person or a powder person, highly recommend both. If you're on the move a lot, traveling, camping, or if you have a college student, or if you live in a small space, doesn't have a lot of laundry space, this is a great way to just, I mean, look how this thing is almost invisible. So this is not as economical as these other two, but for the time that you're in a small space or an RV or traveling, this is a great thing to use. And these, like I said, will be the best to care for your laundry and for your Noex, because it allows them to not have any accumulation of anything, leaving your fibers just able to pick up that 99% of bacteria every time and for years. Okay, any questions about the laundry detergents or anything, just go ahead and pop them below. Remember, I'm still here live answering your questions. Extra products, okay? My favorite, I don't know who has the body and face cloth. Maybe it's a pretty popular product, so I would think even of those of you who are seasoned with Noex, you might have it, but this is what I use to clean my face. Again, just water. This is what I use to clean my entire body. I have not used soap in 8 years, okay? 8 years. Neither has my husband, neither have my kiddos, okay? I see those bags back there. Remember, if you're like, I need these products, but I don't think I can buy everything. If you have not yet, pick out one of those bags, right? Just book me and say, book me green, and then I'll show you what's in the green bag. And then if all 3 bags are gone, our host is gonna get to open this one with 1 items on her wish list in it, okay? So remember that, it's free and it's fun to host, and then you'll get one of my favorites, which could be this or may not, you know, who knows. But so this is what I use to, let me bring this closer. This is what I use to take my makeup off, like right now. This is what I use to clean my entire body. So, you know, all of the sweat right here, all the body odors, your feet, private and all of that, it's due to bacteria. There's my mascara. Yes, it will take waterproof mascara. If you have just waterproof, just let it sit an extra second, maybe use a little warmer water. Look at that. It will remove all your makeup. And then yes, the makeup will come off. Just rinse it like I did my EnviroCloth. And then mine always comes off in the wash, even if you have like some more stubborn makeup stains. With one of our detergent, it's gonna be great. But look at this, in just seconds. And then my skin is clean. It doesn't have any residue. I don't need to buy lotions and potions and cleanser and and toners and mascara remover. I don't need any of that. I just need a cloth and water. And then I work my way down. I usually finish with this part last, right? Because you start with your face, you finish with your behind. And then I rinse it and then actually shave with it. So I go over my surface. I basically remove and exfoliate all the dead skin. You wet your razor and then you shave. It is the closest shave you've ever had. My husband is bald, so he shaves this and this every day or every other day with his body cloth and a wet razor. That's it. He has for 8 years now and he is like loving it. So what's really the benefit of this? Not using soap, not using all those lotions and potions, like if you have eczema, acne, psoriasis, rosacea. I'm not gonna say this is a miracle cloth for those. What I'm gonna say is this cloth will clean your skin. I wish you could reach out and just touch. This feels like clean, natural, just not anything left on it. I can just put my night cream on tonight and then go to bed, and same in the morning. So, but this allows you to not use soap, and soap dries us out. We don't realize this because we just use it, right? We need soap. We've never really been able to do without, but this allows you to remove soap. So just give it a shot on your face, part of your body for a week or two, and see the amazing difference. Okay, so I love, love, love this cloth. And real fast, another cloth that I love is the dishcloth. And I guarantee that you probably don't have that one, even if you've used your wax. So this is my dishcloth right here. It's in the sink. It looks like this in the catalog. Once you start using it, it looks more like a smaller net. But this will replace your, what do you call it? That yellow and green sponge I was talking about, because this is a net. It has no ability for the bacteria. It has too many holes, so the bacteria are not able, as you wash your dishes, so you just ball it up. You need to use dishwashing liquid with this because it's not a microfiber. It really is just the scrubby part, and it was not, obviously it's not going to scratch your pots and pans or anything, but it allows you to wash your dishes with dishwashing liquid. And Norwex has some, but it does not allow the bacteria to stay on here. So that dishcloth you looked at, it's 2 years old. Okay, we've been here 2 years, and I switched it when we moved here because it was just easier. You're gonna have your sponge, your Norwex dishcloth for years now, okay, unless you cut it with scissors or something like that happened, but it will not smell. I love this dishcloth. And then the last product that I don't use it as often because I kind of forget that I have it. Who has the I was trying to think of the name, fruit and veggie scrub cloth. So it has like a scratchy, not like to where it's gonna what do you call it, actually scratch something, but like you know, it's gonna rubber right there, and then a polishing set on this side. But just like produce like that, corn, carrots, regular potatoes, you just wet the cloth, and under running water you just wipe your potatoes, your produce, your apples, your big, you know, vegetables and fruit. And you're not even gonna have to peel this after. It cleans them really well. Eggs, if you have eggs from your farm or a neighbor's farm, and you need to clean them gently, this is great for that. So I mean, I don't use it as often because I forget that I have it, but I love this cloth. It allows me, like, I don't like to peel. I don't have time for that, right? To actually clean my produce. Even if you buy organic produce, and obviously they're clean, you know what else they have on them? People's hands. They've been handled so many times. There's germs on there. Maybe they don't have the pesticides and everything, but they're still being handled by a lot of people. So you always want to wash and clean your vegetables and fruits. So that's the veggie and fruit scrub cloth. So hopefully everybody has learned something, even those of you who are already Norwex lovers. So how do we do for ordering? So message me to get the link to order. Why? Because I love to serve people, and I've tried posting it in the parties, and Facebook just, it's really frustrating. They don't like salesy posts, so usually that post is taken down. So anyway, in order for me to answer your questions, and I can even place the order for you, but message me and I'll give you the link. When you look at the catalog, and I will post the virtual catalog, you can actually flip the pages of the catalog just like a book, right? It's not where to order, but it's to where you look. Go at the end, page 78 and 79, and it has all of our packages. This one up here has the Safe Haven 5, so it's this box. okay? So you get EnviroCloth, window cloth, dust mitt paste, and then one of the detergent of your choice. There's a bigger package right here with body cloths and kitchen cloths and towels and scrubbers. There's a package with the mop here. You have a laundry package of here. And of course, all of your other products will be in the rest of the catalog. The catalog comes in like 3 sections. Personal care is first. Family care is next, like kids and pets. And then microfiber home care is at the, you know, the next 2/3 of the catalog. So now, there will be some deals that you can take advantage of when you order for this month. They're just for this month. So look for them when you spend, you know, either $199 or $110. Then you'll have, you know, things pop up in the cart that you can add if you want to. But I also have Cinderella deals for you guys when you order by tomorrow night. So if you order $50 before tax and shipping by tomorrow night, so it gives you the time to watch the demo again if you missed some of it, the replay. You will get, not this bottle, but you will get a sample of this laundry detergent. I'll give you a teaspoon sample with instructions on how to make your own spray bottle. So you get what I call magic spray. I told you it takes all the stains out, okay? If you spend $100 before tax and shipping by tomorrow night in this party, you'll get a travel EnviroCloth. It's the chicken cloth, okay? And if you spend $150, I will send you a free counter cloth before tax and shipping. If you spend $150, all of these I will automatically do, okay? The simple of detergent, the counter cloth, the EnviroCloth. If you spend $200 or more before tax and shipping, I'll send you all 3. The detergent of the sample of detergent, it's not the whole bag, right? It's the sample, the travel EnviroCloth, and the counter cloth. So just as a thank you for ordering by the next day and then ordering this much, I just want to thank you, right? Now, if you can't get everything you want, just host a party. It's totally free to host. It is pretty fun. It is pretty easy. I make it pretty simple. And I love to serve people, and I would love to show your friends how they can clean their home with water. I don't know if you took on my offer of getting samples, but the 2 samples I was offering in this party before the demo was the EnviroCloth and window cloth. And I will do the same in your party so that your friends can try. Those are free. There's no strings attached to them. If they never order after that, it's totally fine, but at least they get to try the product before the demo. And so all your friends will get that chance. And of course, get to pick a bag. If you're like, I'm in for the party, write book me below, and then write green or book me blue or whatever. And then if all 3 bags are picked, then after your parties have been held, then I will allow your host to open that orange one right there with something on her wish list. So last, if you have been like, okay, this lady is a hot mess, I can do better than that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I am an introvert. I am also French, like I said at the beginning of this. So I don't, you know, speaking English in front of a group of people. I've done a lot of home parties before, you know, doing these online parties after COVID. So that was not really on my radar. Like I never thought, oh yes, I need to be a public speaker. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3. I have an engineering degree somewhere. I don't do sales, but I love these products. Do you like these products? Do you believe that it needs to be in every home in America? Well, there's only 3% of homes in America that use Norwex. 3%. So that's 98% of the population who has yet to be coming to a party, be shown, host a party, join this mission. Norwex has a mission, and that's what I wanted to save the money, but throughout the last 8 years, I have fell in love with the company, debt-free company, the mission to reduce, to improve quality of life by reducing the chemicals in the home. And that's what I'm trying to spread out through a party like this one. And hopefully this was a blessing for you. But if you like, I want to tell my friends about this, but I wouldn't mind making some money. Let me know what questions you have. Talk about it with your husband tonight, with your family. How would $300 a month, $200 a month, $500 a month benefit your home while you're still doing your daily activity, work, staying at home, being retired, but you also get to party a few times a month, in person, online, show people how these products work. Your starter kit is free. You get a whole starter kit, including the mop, including the Safe Haven 5, and a couple other things, catalogs. It's all free when you join. So you don't have a whole lot to lose to start using. You have everything you need to start doing your first party. So if you have any questions, just let me know. and I'll be happy to see if it's a good fit for you and your family. Thanks for watching. Sorry this ran a little bit longer than I thought, but I'm having so much fun. Thanks for the interaction. Any other questions, please keep tagging me below. I will